Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to Arietta of Spirits. Admittedly, this is just the demo. The full game is coming out later. I want to just take a look at a couple of these things. Doesn't look like there's too much here. Dialogue speed. Let's turn that up to fast, seeing as we're reading it. Unless there's auto progression, at which point, yeah. I'm gonna turn down special effects, sound effects, just because I don't actually like most sound effects in games. And I'd rather hear the music instead. Anyway, so, it's a old school Zelda-like, female protagonist. I think her sword is a spirit, and it's like a water thing. I don't know.
And I've seen that she encounters a bunch of these really interesting creatures that she has to speak with, possibly spirits, so.
Yeah. And I guess let's just get going. I have no idea where this game is in development. All I know is they just sent us a copy of the demo after we played Lenna's Inception. And it looked pretty good, so it got bumped to the top of the list.
Oh.
So I guess
cars.
it's modern tech.
How long still?
Almost there. Half an hour or so. We can drive straight to the shore and take the boat from there. It's not like this is your first time here.
Right. I can't believe it's been a year already.
Yeah, feels weird for me too. It's gonna be the first time there without her. I'm sure the cabin needs a bit fixing up. Wouldn't want Grandma's place to deteriorate.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be their grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. Cheer up, Mom.
Now look who's talking. Weren't you just moping around a minute ago?
Who remembers it? Hey, do you think the water's cold?
I think it should be fine. You know what? I'm sure everything will be just like before.
Arietta of Spirits.
I love how that boat animates, but at the same time, it's like kind of hard to look at.
It's splitting in half.
Yeah,
actually,
because it's
back and
shaking
forth.
from side to side. Like, this is absolutely how you would animate that, but there's something just unsettling about the boat just, like, splitting in half and then shifting. It's just like, ugh.
Now, is this a pond or a lake? But I hear seagulls, so...
We're on an island.
Oh, this is an... How are there lily pads in salt water?
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a saltwater area. And seagulls don't care. Seagulls will go wherever the heck they want.
Yep. We most commonly see them in parking lots.
Long trip, huh?
Yeah, I'm beat.
We got some work ahead of us.
Too bad it's my summer vacation. So I better just take it easy, right?
Very funny. Your mother was looking for you, said she needed help with something. She should be in the cabin.
Oh, I better go out and ask what's up.
I think I'm going to start with some yard work. The garden looks like a jungle.
Yep, that's the garden.
Grandma would hate seeing it like this. It seems like there's no going to the Foreside Spring at the moment. Trees fallen on the pathway. I think I'm going to start by clearing it out. Gee whiz, it'll probably take me all day.
Hang in there, Dad.
We are like 50% hair by volume.
I miss having summer vacations. Remember when we were kids and there was that just the distinction between school and the summer, and it was just a good 3 months of the year or so. Or you don't look fondly on that? Are you thinking about it?
I literally do what I did on summer vacation for a living.
You mean you'd play copious amounts of video games.
It's very hard for me to feel like, oh, hey, we have a dodge roll. Like, I definitely could start, like, reclaiming a day off or something like that, just so, like, I have more time to do other things.
I suppose I always had summer camps or visits with friends and vacations and...
Yeah, it does feel like there's a lot of stuff catered specifically to children that, like, you could probably adapt to adults in an interesting manner better, but no one bothers because adults are too busy. And then you start having a bunch of old people stuff, but it's not something that adults would be that interested in.
I really like the way that the roof is handled. Mainly the color gradient.
Yeah, the color gradation. This is, like, already I'm actually really excited for this. The movement feels really good, which is weird to say. But, like, half the time when I play pixel games, I'm just like, the movement feels weirdly sluggish, and I don't quite like it. So all you want to do is play video games? No, not on my day off. I'd like to write. I mean, yesterday was a day off. I just did nothing but art and made D&D stuff, which is definitely good. I'll definitely... Oh, hey!
Yeah?
Bedroom.
Yes.
Parents' bedroom.
Yeah.
Where do they poop? They don't poop in here.
Maybe they have an outhouse.
We've just been playing too many Pokemon, like, so there's no bedrooms ever.
Hi, Mom. Oh, hi, honey. You need my help with something? Yeah, I do. I just started cooking us dinner. And I was thinking I'd make us some apple crumble as dessert.
Apple dew stew!
But we didn't bring any apples with us. Could you be a sweetie and go pick some up? The trees are quite far, but if you follow the trail through the west of the cat... I know. I love the sour apples from the big tree. Yeah. Your grandma liked those too. Hey, I'll go get them right away.
Alternatively, poop hatch.
Oh wait, what's that shed over there? Oh, is that where he's working on the axe?
Oh, he's sharpening his axe. That's a nice detail.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you might want to step back a little. Truth. Axes are spooky. Arietta, wait up! Where are you heading?
Mom asked me to get some apples for us. She's gonna make apple crumble.
Nice! Love that stuff. Oh, if you're heading out there, you might want to keep an eye out for wasps. They're especially nasty this time of year, and the island is full of them. You should take this with you. Here's a gun.
No, it's a little wooden sword.
A wooden sword to use on wasps. What?
Dad, I'll be 13 soon. Don't you think I'm a little too old to play around with this?
Maybe, but I don't want you to get stung. So if those pesky buzzers come after you, just give them a smack with it. May not be sharp, but it's solid wood, so it should pack a punch.
Right. Thanks, Dad.
Aw. Remember when you used to run around as a kid, always swinging that sword around? Drove your mother crazy. Good times, yeah?
Yeah. I'll be right back with the apples.
I'm sure the wasps are, like, giant. I'm just imagining in real life, he's like, oh, by the way, watch out for the bees, here's a sword.
I think that might be the point of this. She's going from her tween years to her teen years, and she's losing that childlike sense of adventure and wonder. Ah! But maybe the spirits will snap her back into that. Ah! Could you imagine her perishing in the woods to a bunch of wasps and her parents are wondering where the apple crumble is? Well, where the apples are, and she just never returns. That's...
I just always think of this in terms of, like, what I say, real life. Where it's just like, man, if wasps were just that big, how much would people go to the great outdoors? Or would we have just, like, eliminated as many species as we possibly could?
It probably would have been like the wolf, where we just hunt them to near extinction.
Yeah, probably. One thing I'm noticing, easy for me to be pointed the wrong direction here. throws me off a bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, is this a game where you can't go diagonally, but your enemies can?
Yeah. More or less, that's actually exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
Means gonna take some getting used to.
Downfall to pixel games, I find.
It really depends on the pixel game.
Mm-hmm.
Some do it great. Usually what would happen is you'd have like a bigger arc. But I think it's just like my attack might swing low, but doesn't go high. Because I can definitely just roll them as long as I'm lined up. But like, I know with Link's Awakening recently, sure, that was 3D admittedly, but... Oh, you can actually see its health bar at the bottom. Like, we've got a big sweep, it's just if I'm angled just slightly wrong, yeah, it just goes around, I don't know.
That's a ton of wasps. And the fact that they're nearly as tall as she is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the same time, maybe they're very slow. Like, they're definitely slower than our wasps. So, like, on one hand, yes, more dangerous if they swarm you. But at the same time, like, you can just baseball bat them out of the air.
It'd still be terrifying.
It would be terrifying, I agree.
Because you freak out when there's a spider that's not even an inch long. Somewhere.
I don't like spiders.
It was interesting. For a while, we were assailed by tiny jumping spiders.
Yeah,
they would always be sitting in the windowsills everywhere.
I wonder if they were eating the box elder bugs.
But since we got rid of the box elder bugs, then...
Yeah, the spiders have left. Because there's not a whole lot of bugs in our house anymore, which is kind of nice.
Ah, it's great. Ah, the apple trees. They look intentionally placed.
The big tree in the middle has always given the best apples. But how am I going to reach them when they're up so high? Maybe, with enough force, I can make some of them fall.
Oh no, she's gonna smack the tree?
Yeah, that did it.
Well.
The spirits are gonna emerge and, you disrespected nature! Uh-oh, no.
Bees!
Bees!
Oh, crap.
Ah,
Dang.
the bee queen!
Sorry. I didn't know you guys had a hive in there.
Press A to perform a roll. Yes, it is the wasp queen. Oh, and she gives off little wasps. Jazzy music.
Very. I like it. This has got style. Okay. So note to self, bit of a cooldown on my attack. You can't just like go full on Minish Cap mash.
Hey, you can't go slash slash slash.
Well, I was messing around with Minish Cap a little while ago. Ow.
Ah. Oh no.
But in Legend of Zelda Minish Cap,
at least she waits for her minions to get decimated before
we got
she
2
comes
health
back
left.
into the
We're
fray.
good.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, that was a close one.
That was close. I'd better get back to the cabin.
Just carries the bee queen corpse. Dad, I also got this. She's like, oh. Anyway, we are near death. Time to break bushes in hopes for hearts. What game were we playing recently where hearts were just like an item you got out of bushes, and they were included in cooking recipes?
Oh, right. They were actually a heart fruit or cookie or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been Lena's, actually. Yeah, I think they tried.
I think that was Lena's Inception, yeah.
Got the apples.
Oh, thanks, hun. Oh, you've got plenty.
This will only take a minute. Go and tell your dad the dinner's ready. Yes, ma'am.
Give me just a second.
He's all sweaty.
Ah!
Oof.
Ugh. Damn, that took a long time. Hey, you're back. Those wasps gave you a hard time?
Nothing I couldn't handle. Well, they nearly killed me, but I survived. Dinner's almost done.
Yeah? Let's go and set the table. I should make apple crumble.
Mm-hmm. I thought you liked peach more.
I like both. I like peach better, but I can make both.
I think I'd actually like apple more than peach because peach can get a little sickly sweet if it's in crumble form.
Yeah. The trick is just to add more cinnamon. Everything okay, dear?
Yes, it's just... I've been to this island every summer of my life. Yet, this is the first time here without her.
Second. Get out of here!
No, he's throwing my robe. And my socks. No!
I wanted to sit on the couch.
That empty chair is more than I can bear. This all just brings back so many memories. I swear, I can still feel her here. Yet when I turn around to see, she's not there. Not anymore.
Mom.
I miss her so much.
We all miss her. It's expected that this visit brings up some emotions. But I'm sure your mother is smiling down on us and really glad we've kept on this tradition.
I guess so. Thank you.
It'll get better. It's been a long day with the traveling and all. Maybe we should get some sleep. Everything will look different tomorrow. I do kind of appreciate that it's a dead grandmother as opposed to just like an immediately dead parent.
Mm-hmm.
Because this feels a little bit more normal. I mean, I guess
Well, also,
all of these things are technically normal.
she might have some connection to the spirits of the wood, or was this the cabin that she would always stay at, or is this something that the family would travel to together?
Arietta.
Probably grandma.
Maybe it's grandma.
Arietta.
Ooh. A spirit realm?
Be gone, foul bush. Oh man, I remember this. This is Metal Gear Solid 3. These are the ghosts of all the people I've killed over the course of this game.
No, they don't look like wasps in the slightest.
They have sheets on. You don't know, they're definitely
Oh, wait.
flying.
There was a... You
Uh-oh.
can't go back.
And I'm trapped. Oh,
Oh!
bad ghost. Told you.
Oh, they're gonna overwhelm you. Keep fighting. They do too much damage.
Yep.
No!
Now we become one.
Please.
That's a little loud.
Oh. He's been infused with spirit power.
She's been infused with the power of grandmother.
Arietta. Wake up. Hmm? Finally.
Who's talking?
Here.
Huh? Wait, oh. Is it a tiny little otter creature?
I think so.
A ghost! Arco. So maybe it's something for you.
Shh, not so loud. We don't want to wake your parents. I can assure you, I'm not a ghost. Although I understand my looks may hint otherwise.
I must be dreaming still.
I'm afraid you're wide awake. Unfortunately, the situation has dictated that I reveal myself ahead of time.
Huh? What do you mean?
Arietta, I've known you for a long time. Although you haven't seen me before, I've been hiding in the shadows through most of your life. I've waited many years for this moment. Listen carefully. I have something important to tell you. My name is Arco. I come from a realm that exists in parallel to the world that you know. It's called the Spirit Realm. Until now, it's been completely invisible to you, as it is to any other. That cold all of a sudden. But
Well, because there's rain.
yeah, it's true. For eons, my kind have served the humans as guides, working together, helping those who have perished and gotten lost. Becoming spirits, trapped echoes of existence, unable to find their way forward. I have given you the ability to perceive the spirit realm around you by binding my energy with yours. You are now what my kind calls a bound. A human that's bound to their spirit guide, which I am to you.
This is crazy. Realms and spirits? So, you do mean like ghosts?
If you want to put it that way. The spirit realm is like a veil resting on the top of the human world. When a human dies but cannot move on into the afterlife, they get caught up in that veil. Their energy gets trapped and thus becomes a spirit. There's always a reason to why one ends up this way. An unresolved matter from when they were alive, or the inability to realize one's unfortunate fate. Our job is to help these spirits move on.
Okay, let's say I believe you. But why do you need me? Why not just help these spirits or whatever by yourself?
Do you see these scrawny, weak little arms? I can't swing a sword. My kind only ever exists as ethereal beings, formed out of pure energy. We do not possess a physical body, not even in the spirit realm. Therefore, it's impossible for us to make any true difference to the surrounding world. You, however, as a bound, now have the means to interact with both realms. Music's making me sleepy. Not the rain. Anyway, the human world and the spirit realm. Our job is to seek out and guide people like you. We deem fit for the task, and you have displayed a great deal of courage and righteousness. Traits that we value throughout your life, especially for someone as young as yourself. Yet, it's very uncommon that we grant this ability to anyone until they've come of age. But something's come up. Arietta, there's someone who's in dire need of your help.
Is it Grandma? What do you think?
Yeah,
I mean, she passed away recently.
it's probably Grandma. She's waiting for you on the pier.
Oh.
Grandpa? Arietta, darling. Grandma! But, how? You... There was a... You're... Dead? I'm quite aware of it, dear. Now, don't be too sad for me. It was just my time to go. Death is an inevitable part of life, and I've already made my peace with it many years back. Living as old as I have, and you'll start to reflect on things. Grandma. It's because of your new friends that we got to meet once again. That strange-looking thing.
It's Arco. A-R-C-O. And who are you calling strange-looking?
Grandma, why are you here? Shouldn't you be... I haven't been able to move on just yet. You see, I have a promise to keep. For your mother. Over a decade ago, I promised to leave her our old family ring, just like my mother once gave it to me. Your silver ring? That's right. The silver is from the very same mine that's located in this island. It has been in the family for ages. But during my last days here, it was lost, and I didn't have the chance to come back for it. Until now. I searched high and low and finally managed to find it. Just lying on the ground at the Forestside Spring. No idea how it got all the way up there. Yet, as soon as I reached my hand out in an attempt to pick it up, these terrible beings came out of nowhere and surrounded me. I was so frightened that I ran back here and left the ring right where I'd found it. And it was then I met Arco. Those awful monsters must have been after the ring too.
Ah, I might have an idea of what those so-called monsters actually were. It's uncommon that they would react like that to a ring, though. Or any object, for that matter.
I'm telling you, they came straight for it. But thank heavens for that, since I managed to slip past while they were distracted.
Maybe we should go and see if it's still there. If what you think is true, I'm interested in seeing this ring myself.
So, for a whole year, you've been here? A year? What are you talking about? I've only been here for a little while. I think. Don't worry, Grandma. We'll get that ring back. I don't want you to get any trouble over me. Don't worry. I have Arco here to protect me. We'll be back before you know it. Arco, let's go.
Yeah.
Please, just be careful.
Okay, Forestside Spring is this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where the log was.
Music in this game is super good.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's a bat.
Must be vampiric. Why would they attack people?
Interdepths in question. Where's the wasp out? Give me hearts. Oh, I have hearts. 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 Yum! The idea of this girl just like beating a bush a heart just pops out of it and she just, like, jams it into her face. Yum, feed me. Ow.
Hardy creatures, that.
Yeah, these bats are tough. I think I might do more damage once I get the... Ow, what the... Oh!
It's just emerged
Bush
from the
wasps! Owie. Gotta be careful and watch out for wriggling bushes, apparently.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yep. I guess also, I'm doing a little bit better here now that I'm not trying to attack diagonally.
Ouch. Got you with
Contact
its
damage.
wings.
Contact damage is not my friend. Never has been, never will be. I think I'm actually going to take most of my damage in this game through contact damage more than anything else. Let's see.
Yeah, which way to take? There's a southern route and then there's a northern route.
But first, bush. Bush and many wasps to murder. There we go.
So do you want to go up and around the top just to see?
Well, that was the top route.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Ouch.
Ow. I tried to roll away from that. It did not work. There we go. Oh, hey! Enemies can give hearts. That was the first attempt. First time that's happened.
I actually appreciate that there isn't a mini-map in this game.
There's what?
I appreciate that there isn't a mini-map in this game, as
I
of
think
yet.
it works in certain games. I think
This
it's
is
not
fairly linear.
super necessary in others. Yeah. I think this one's fairly linear and simple. That said, like, a full-on, like, world map can be helpful in this kind of game. Just, you know, if you need to backtrack or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. It depends on how much this opens up.
This seems kind of linear, though. At least currently. Wait! Before we head deeper into the forest, there's something you should know.
What is it?
The echoes of those who once lived are not the only inhabitants of the spirit realm. I'm not talking about my kind either.
Are they shades or something?
There actually exist many different ethereal entities. Some of them are friendly, even helpful in certain ways, albeit rare. But then there are the malevolent kind. We call them roamers.
Roamers.
They're a vile race, constantly moving from one place to another, seeking to absorb energy from anything they come across, in an attempt to grow in power. And as a bound, you'll be their target now too, I'm afraid. The roamers use the energy they absorb to multiply themselves. And that's why their numbers are constantly rising, like a disease spreading through the spirit realm, soon affecting everyone. One of our most important tasks has always been to keep them at bay.
I had no idea. So these roamers are the monsters that Grandma was talking about? And they're now all over the forest? Any way to defend against them?
Hold out your hands. When they come after us, your wooden toy will be completely useless against them. So swing me like one of your French swords.
Is he's merging with the sword? Or is he just casting a spell on it?
Come on. Another sword?
Trust me, this is the best weapon for the job. And it's not just any sword. It's actually really quite special. It's what we call a conduit. Conduits are special artifacts that function as links between the realms, connecting every level of existence to another. And that makes it possible for me to direct my energy through it, to enhance every strike you make with it. Any roamer unfortunate enough to get caught in the blade's way will most definitely feel it.
Look at that face.
Smug. Conduits are hard to come by, so take good care of it. And roamers are always looking to get their hands on one. I've seen you swing a sword many times before. When or not, you're more than capable of handling yourself with it.
Well, yeah, but
Swatting a couple of angry wasps is a different thing.
You need to trust yourself more. Give it a try.
Okay, here goes. You have received a spirit sword. Now you have the means to defend yourself against the roamers.
Nice. I know you want to help your grandmother, no matter what it takes. Remember, Arietta, we're in this together. The only way for us to stand up to them is to combine our strengths. So you make that sword swing. And I'll make sure every hit lands.
Well, every hit it lands counts.
Oh, every hit it lands counts.
Right. And please, call me Ari.
So, little bit more
Ah! A roamer?
linear. So far. I was expecting this to be much more exploration based, but it's mostly linear levels. I guess that's okay.
Well, I mean, who knows what we'll encounter later. Ah. Tons of roamers. You probably don't want to engage in combat with multiple at once.
If they attack from the same angle, it's not so bad.
Whoa. They are fast.
Fast-ish. I mean, not too different from the bats or the bees. It's just different visual design, I guess. Yep. Can't harvest that bush for hearts. See, I can bait these things. What the? Oh, the slime it's leaving on the ground also hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't just chase it after I've hit it.
A dark trail, yes.
I was wondering why I was getting hit by those guys. It's like
Oh, wasp.
I'm harming them. Destroy the bats. There we go. Back up to full health. There's something that lurks within.
Yep, a bat.
The wimp. It's a chump. Ow. But the secret bat, not so wimp or chump.
I'd like to pet a bat someday. I hear they're really soft.
Yeah, I could imagine a bat is really soft. The only problem is they're pee machines.
Those were the fruit bats that we saw at the Budapest Zoo, though. For context, we had gone on a study abroad to Croatia for a number of months, and one of the few trips that we took outside of the country on our own was to Budapest, because it happened to be a train right away from Zagreb, the capital of Croatia. And we really enjoyed that zoo. It was interesting, though, because some of the animals weren't contained. So they had a whole goat petting zoo, which I absolutely adored because you could pick up the kids. I'd never had an opportunity to pick up a kid goat before, and they were so light, weren't they?
Yeah.
And there was a warthog that had stuck its head out partially from its enclosure, and I patted it on the nose, and it seemed to enjoy that. So, you know, obviously, closest I had ever been to a warthog. And then there was a sloth that it was an enclosed area, like a greenhouse, but it had crawled up onto a pathway. And it was just lying there. And we got to pet it too. The zookeeper said that it was perfectly fine. Ooh, Midri.
Hi, friend. Lots of roamers out tonight, don't you think? Not safe. Not safe at all. You better get inside while you still can. Something ominous is in the air. Wait, you're bound, aren't you?
I guess.
Oh. The pixels are, like, outlined weirdly on his face.
Well, so if you notice, there's an outer glow being applied. So I think the outer glow is definitely messing with the pixels around the antlers.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there's some
Light
looks
layering
like,
effect.
well, from what I'm getting there, it looks like maybe the pixel art didn't. It maybe had an outline that it shouldn't have. That's the only reason why that seems to exist there.
Great. Tell you what, come and find me tomorrow and we'll do some business, you and me. Name's Midri, by the way. Oh, but now I gotta scoot. Certainly not safe here tonight.
What was that all about?
That was a Mididarian, one of the ethereal races that inhabit the spirit realm. They're friendly entities who work as a sort of merchants in the realm. They're completely harmless and actually very helpful. They deal with anything, but just like me, lack the physical bodies needed to acquire anything by themselves. So they use bounds as mediums to bring them wherever they might want, whatever they want, or whatever they might want at the moment. And it's usually well worth it. We should definitely track him down once we get the chance.
And just when I thought this night couldn't get any weirder.
Yeah, so the sloth was cute. Very wiry hair. I think it was a two-toed sloth. So it had the really adorable face. With the longer snoot. And so we went to this one enclosure that was completely glassed off, I think. And it was a bat cage for fruit bats. And all the fruit bats were on these poles, you know, hanging upside down as they usually do. But we noticed that a number of them would swing down. You know how you would go on the monkey bars and you could... Or what are those parallel swing things where you have these handles on them and you pull yourself up so you can get your legs on them and then... Have you ever been on one of those?
Maybe?
I had one on my swing set when I was a little kid. But, so they would swing down so that their legs were no longer holding them on the bars and it was just their arms. And then they would let loose. Right on top of their,
It was
their
not
companions.
uncommon for the bats to just pee on each other, which was funny to watch.
So, and they would take turns flopping down, and it was just, there were, how many? 50 of them in there?
Oh, there's a big bush back there? Oh, well, this is a demo.
Wait,
Doesn't
there's
matter
a
that
big
much.
bush? What's in the big bush?
I don't know. I think we missed it. Hold on for just a second. Look. See it?
Ah, the ring.
There is something shining on the ground.
That's Grandma's ring. Just like she said. And no roamers in sight.
Unless the roamers all globbed together and became a giant roamer.
Let's grab it while we can.
It seems odd. Why would they just leave?
Maybe Grandma got it wrong and they weren't after the ring. Huh?
That's a massive one! Wait, is it taking the ring for itself?
Me get ring. Me get married. Ooh.
What? That's what you think of? I think the ring is some kind of ancient artifact.
What is that?
It's one huge roamer, I can tell you that much. Oh no. It's absorbing energy through the ring. This is bad.
It can do that?
No time to explain. Ari, what we do is your choice. If we leave now, it'll only get stronger and starts to multiply. But I'm afraid it might be way out of our league already. This is definitely not the way I planned this night to play out. You make the call. Given the circumstances, retreat is as good of a plan as any.
Yeah, but risk losing the ring? No way. Trust yourself more, right? Okay. We're taking it down.
But no, my health pushes.
Okay, so it lands and has an AoE. Okay, it stopped. So I think you just have to wait for it to expend itself after a number of jumps. Yeah, there it is. It's tired. So, large, but slow. Ah, except it has little babies now.
Weak little babies.
That was a close one.
Weak baby. I would never be able to get away with it. But if I'm ever, like... If I'm ever in protracted contact to a baby, I'm going to... Like, a baby that can't understand a word I'm saying. Yeah. I'm going to say in the most, like, endearing terms, "You are the most weak baby, aren't you?" Ooh.
But imagine if you impress that upon them, and...
No, like, well before they can understand a dang word.
You don't know. Watch the first thing our kids say is weak.
Weak baby.
Weak baby. No, you don't want that at all.
Puny human.
Got it.
Good job. Hey, you handled yourself great. I knew you had it in you. These roamers were probably drawn here because of your grandmother. She was in more danger than you can ever imagine, coming all the way up here alone. But in the end, it seems they found the ring more interesting rather than her. Strange there are so many of them in the forest, though. I wonder where they crept out from.
Hey, we can talk about it later. Let's get back to the cabin. I'm sure Grandma's eagerly waiting for us to return.
Yeah, let's go.
We managed to get it back. Really? Bless you. Now, come mourning. Give it to your mother. And don't tell her anything about this. She worries too much already. What will I say? You're a clever girl. You'll think of something. Well, it's my time to go. Please don't. Ari, you know I have to. Grandma. I'm going to miss this place. And all of you. The cool breeze on my cheek. And what comes to your new ability. Arco told me about it before. Do whatever you see best. Listen to your heart. I love you. I'll be watching over you. Please. I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry I got you mixed into this. It's all my fault. But for what it's worth, I'm sure everything happens for a reason. Grandma! Goodbye, Arietta. Goodbye, Grandma. I love you. She's gone. Is this a dream? Can I wake up now?
I'm really sorry. This all must be too much for you. After I came into contact with your grandmother, I made the choice to bring you to her. She was against it, and she knew what it would mean. But because of you, she was able to move on.
No, I'm okay. I'm really glad I got to see her one last time. Thank you. If it weren't for you, I would have never been able to help her. What happens now?
You should go back to sleep. You might want to take some time to process all of this. Yet, there's one more thing. Like I told you before, we only share our powers with humans who we deem worthy. But you will always get to choose. The power that I have granted you can be unbound if you wish so. It's a great burden to be carried after all. The relationship between a bound and their spirit guide is always a two-way street. Your newfound ability is only active when we're together. Should you ask me to, I'll release myself from you and everything will be just like before. But the truth is, we need as many in this as we can. The number of roamers is rising faster than ever. That puts everyone in danger. And the way you handled yourself tonight is nothing short of astonishing. Take your time to think it through.
I should go back to sleep. I know you don't feel it, but it's freezing cold here. Let's get inside.
Woo! To be continued.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Cute little game. I hope the
I
later
mean,
levels might not be so linear and there's like some more interesting things to find.
They implied that there's merchant spirits.
Yeah.
And we're going to be able to get new gear, and there's going to be more creatures to fight and meet with. I mean, grandmother will be gone, but I can only imagine that that ring is of some importance and that we're going to give it to mother and something's going to happen to your mom and dad or who knows what. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, hopefully it'll be kind of fun. Well, hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully I'll have a lot of interesting things to find and explore and do. Otherwise, fairly competent, somewhat Zelda-like. The only real difference for me, yeah, really is that exploration thing. But, yeah, the merchant should be kind of interesting, too. Hopefully we do get to meet a lot of different spirits that aren't just, like, evil ones and the occasional good ones. Just because. Maybe even bop into the spirit world if there's any difference between spirit and not.
And we might even have to find means to help some spirits move on and such.
Yeah.
Because didn't it imply that spirits that were
Go
lost
full
were...
Mushishi.
Yeah, but didn't it imply that spirits that were lost could get eaten?
Yes.
By the evil
absorbed.
ones? So, making sure that as many of them go to the afterlife would be preferable. And yeah, there also might be some kind of familial connection to the spirit world, especially with that ring that's been passed around for generations. Might be the key to something.
Yep. But for now, this is the end of the demo, and I have no idea when the main game is coming out. I will have links to both the Steam page and the description. Or not the description, the Steam page and the Discord in the description below the video when this hits YouTube. So if any of you are interested in trying the demo out yourself or getting involved in the community, those are both options, because I think this demo is entirely publicly available, so any of you can play it. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.